everybody, and welcome back to the culcom Daily Minutes podcast. I'm Jeff.
I'm Rihanna.
Okay, so today we are at culcom in Sinchon. Now, culcom is not just a language exchange cafe. It's actually a place where people can meet up, make friends, share culture, but as well as have a good time and party. They have coffee, tea. Sometimes they even have beer at some locations. But what they do at culcom is people meet up in groups and they discuss certain topics. There's questions to break the ice, to make the conversation speed up, and also be able to give unique individual opinions. So what we're going to do is basically do what they do in the groups. We're going to look at some of these questions. Right?
Shall we?
What's our topic today?
We're talking about countries.
Countries. Oh man. Okay. So we're in Korea. I'm from Canada.
From London.
Okay. From London. Toronto. Okay, so we're in the Commonwealth countries.
Yes.
Okay. Let's look at the first question. How many countries have you been to? Which country was the best to travel to?
So far, I believe I've been to 15 countries. Best one I've been to so far, I'm gonna say Philippines.
Okay.
I don't tend to pick favorites, but amongst them. Yeah, Philippines. The food was really, really good. I went to a night market, stuffed myself for very little money. I went on a cool, so you do a hike, but also you get to dive into the waters along the way as well to transit between each point. Oh. And then at the end, you have the option of doing a 30-meter dive if you so wish. Oh, wow. Which I definitely didn't do.
Okay, so you have the Philippines. So for me, I've been, just North America, so Canada, the States, Mexico. But even in Canada, in America, and Mexico, each location is its own small country. Too,
definitely.
Because they're
so vast.
They're just, it's such a huge country. And then I've been to Japan, Thailand, and China too. I've been to Shanghai and Singapore.
You've done plenty.
And Hong Kong. Those are those.
I love Hong Kong.
I would say those are all unique individual countries to themselves.
Definitely.
All those Chinese cities. The best one. For me, it's a Southeast Asian country Thailand. Thailand. It's
where did you go in Thailand?
I've gone to Phuket and I've been to Bangkok.
Oh, delicious.
It's the food culture there is amazing. The weather is beautiful. So I like doing that. Yeah, Phuket, there's wonderful beaches as well as they have a good tourism system too. Yeah. So every day I was there, I was able to go to a tourist site and book a trip or experience.
I've always wanted to go to Phuket.
A cooking or scuba or even.
Did you do scuba? Jealous.
So that's for Thailand for me. What country would you love to live in? Number 2.
Well, actually, I'm planning to move away from Korea, and the two that I'm trying to decide between are the States and Australia at the moment. Okay. I'm more leaning towards Australia.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. I think it's the type of landscape. I want to go somewhere that feels, it kind of city-ish if you want that, but then you also have the sands and deserts if you want that, and then you also have the more jungle wildlife side. I just like having all of it accessible to me.
Oh, really?
But also feeling more exotic, for lack of a better word.
I'll take the States because I have dreams to actually become a performer, a stand-up comedian in New York or another or California, LA, or even in Texas. So I want to actually pursue this whole comedy thing. So, and in my opinion, America has the top 3 countries where I can really excel and
develop yourself,
develop myself. So those are New York. So the USA, but I heard it's very expensive to get to transit into the States. I think they said $30,000 in legal stuff
Goodness
to get a green card. Sorry, we're back. We just had some audio problems in the background, but we just finished up. What country would you love to live in? Our next question is, where is the most dangerous country to travel to in the world?
I think a lot of people would probably say South America is pretty dangerous generally. Colombia, maybe I think I'd say specifically.
Yeah. I get. Yeah, South America might be dangerous. Before even the World Cup, there was lots of gangster and robbery and murder that happened there.
Lots of violence in general. Brazil too, to be honest.
Yeah. So
and I guess people say it's politically corrupt too, so that also fosters that type of...
Yeah. North Korea. Here's the answer: North Korea. That's the
Korea.
most dangerous place to travel to. Yeah, it's dangerous for the people that live there. So yeah, it's dangerous for the people that go there too. Because if you do anything out of line, you're killed.
Off with your head.
Yeah, yeah. I think there was American tourist. He was at a hotel and he got thrown in jail for going to the wrong floor in his hotel.
You're lying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he tried. He says it was a complete accident, but apparently they didn't believe him. They
The
thought
most minor infraction.
he was doing
Big consequences.
espionage. Number 4.
Number 4. Do you have any festivals that you want to go to or have been to in the world?
Oh, I've seen this in books, and it's like in Italy or Spain, the tomato festival.
Oh my gosh, the stomping.
Yeah,
Yes,
the stomping,
yes,
but
yes,
it's
yes,
like
yes.
the whole city's just filled up with tomatoes, and there's like a giant tomato fight. So that's something I would love to do. Try.
That looks really fun.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, there's like several. In Korea, there's like the mud festival that I really would like to go to. In India, there's the dust of the super colorful paint, bomb things that people throw at each other.
Yeah, like the colorful paint festival and
the
all
tomato one too.
Yeah.
There's another one. Ooh, okay, it's not coming to mind.
I always like when I've gone to Japan too. Some of their festivals too.
For example,
I was there like during like a takoyaki festival.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, like there's like a certain area. There was a certain area, and they have like a big parade, and I guess like they've been having this parade for over 300 years, and it was just like for a weekend too. But it's just being in there and like all the music, and it's very lively.
Yeah.
So I like this Japanese style because they're a very reclusive island, so they've have these unique festivals. Too.
I just remembered one. In Rio.
Yeah.
The festival that happens, or what's it called again? Like with all the dancers.
With like carnival.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Carnival.
Yeah. So yeah, like something either a festival where you could just go crazy, the mud festival, the Indian colored festival, the tomato festival. Seems very fun.
Yeah. One more. There's one in the States as well. Like, it's not Lollapalooza or Rolling Loud. There's the massive one in California.
Oh, there's what's it? It's Burning Man.
Not Burning Man. The more generic one that everyone goes to, like the hip hop artists go to and stuff.
Lollapalooza. There's like music. There's like a lot of music.
There's so many music ones. Any one of those, because I haven't been to any.
Yeah, music festivals aren't my thing. It's more just having like going crazy with your friends. I think that's for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Next.
Number 5. Do you know the unique customs or cultures for each country?
Okay, to say each and every country, no. But I think generally just having traveled, I've become a bit more clued up.
Yeah.
With general customs.
Yeah.
Maybe not the minute details, but yeah, generally.
So what was something that was a custom that you learned in Korea?
Oh, in Korea. Accepting. Maybe if you're accepting money from the cashier, you just support one hand and then receive it, just for manners. Yeah,
a lot of countries have certain customs. Yeah, Korea's 2 hands. In Thailand, I learned the custom. It's actually insultive to touch someone on the top of their head.
They'd love to do that here.
Because that's like the top of your head is like your spirit point. So like because they're very Buddhist in the culture. So to touch someone's head, it's actually you're like basically killing their spirit point, their soul.
Interesting. No, I didn't know that. Something new for the books today.
Yeah. A common custom, passing on the left, and like always like try to walk on the right side of the road.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in Canada. Yeah, it's being polite. Like actually, Canada, we're like super polite too. We open the door for other people. I would open the door for you and say sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But same here.
Yeah. So it's just more. It's hyper politeness, I guess. I feel in Canada.
I feel like in England too. You can have a similar thing.
Manners maketh the man.
Definitely. Where are we at? Number 6.
Number 6. Yes.
What would you do if a war broke out in your country?
Okay. Oh well, that would be interesting because Canada is everyone's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would I do if a war broke? Who would want to attack Canada?
Oh, maybe America
If America, but then like if America decided to attack Canada, then then England and the Commonwealth would step in. And then if England or some other country attacked, then America would back us. Like Canada's everyone's sidekick.
Yeah, you're a bit neutral.
Yeah,
I'd say more so.
Yeah.
If a war broke out in my country, protect your interests if possible. Try not to die.
Yeah.
Find a bunker.
Yeah. There'd probably be a war breaking out in other countries before these developed, because we come from two developed countries.
I guess, but you never know with how things go these days.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I would just make sure that my family was safe and just.
Well, you do your best.
Tell them to go hide somewhere where the action's not happening.
I think I'd just make sure everyone that I love knew that I loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Okay. Number 7. Okay. If you could make a law, what kind of law would you make?
Oh, it's complex. What doesn't exist?
What doesn't exist. I guess it would be like a minor law, because all the major laws have already been established. Punishment. So this law would probably have to be a minor law, to be something just about like courtesy or something what people shouldn't do, or even just an alteration on a current law. For me, I guess living in Korea, if there was a harsher punishment for like drunk driving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, from a Korean standpoint, I feel like it's easier to have a comment.
Yeah.
I'd be like much harsher sentences for sexual assault.
Yeah.
Things like that. They get off so easy. Domestic violence is not taken seriously. Domestic like at all.
Yeah.
And these are really major things, and they're just brushed aside and normalized, which is really sad in my opinion.
Yeah, I and I'll agree with you. Yeah, a lot of like the sexual assault laws here are not severe enough, and have the people that actually commit these things are able to escape it much easier.
Yeah, I just feel like even just by the general public, they're not even scorned enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8. Shall you read?
Okay. Number 8. What kind of country would you like to establish if you established a country?
What kind of country? Woo. Well,
I guess the base morals of your country.
I would like to establish. Well, where would you take this country? I
feel like it's going to sound like a pageant answer.
If I was to establish a country, I would establish a country. I think America needs to divide up. And they should just divide. Like I would establish a country. I would take America and separate it into
the states,
the states, or even break down the number of states that are in America. 50 is too many, and each state is very individual. And often certain states even have certain political agendas and views and laws. So I would actually just take America and make it. And reduce the number of states.
So there's less conflict with
There's less conflict, and obviously everything is either Republican or Democrat. So I would merge a lot of the Democrat and the Republic states together.
Yeah.
So the United States actually means
something.
They are united.
That's fair. Yeah. I guess if I was to establish a country, I'd just like it to be inclusive of all, This is going to sound so idealistic that it sounds fake, but I would like one that doesn't have prejudice towards people of any background, to be honest with you, because it's the same blood that's running through everyone's veins.
Yeah.
That's a really major thing I'd love to hammer in. And I guess the punishment suits the crime also. Having fair representation and laws that protect everybody, and also, convict people accordingly, whether that means a shorter sentence or a longer sentence.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Number 8. What kind of country would you like to...
9.
Number 9. Number 9. This is our last question. Korea is the only divided country. What do you think about reunification?
Oh, I don't know if this is something we should be talking about necessarily. Reunification?
Well, it would be amazing if Korea would unify.
Yeah.
However, I think the generation during the Korean War, they had hopes. They had stronger hopes and dreams about unification because they remember a time when Korea was more unified, was one country.
Yeah.
The current I feel the current mentality of the younger generation in Korea, they don't really care about it as much.
I don't think so. I just feel like there is like a South Korean pride.
Yeah, it's always been that, and like also like I think it would take a lot of money for reunification, which Koreans are not ready to do.
I think politically, I can't foresee how they'd make their policies align.
Yeah.
In a way that both parties would feel, I don't know, uncompromised.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, this subject seems like a powder keg to discuss.
Literally, yes.
But it would be awesome, but it's it's so far down the line. There's not enough people invested in it because of the cost but also the political turmoil. And then it would just probably even start a whole new war with the whole Asia, with like China and other countries.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah.
It's like another, I guess, USA versus USSR situation.
I'm sure if you want, there's lots of TED Talks about it. All right. Well, anyways, that's all our questions we have for today. Thank you once again for tuning in to the podcast. I've been Jeff.
I've been Rihanna.
If you have further questions about culcom, you can visit them on their website at culcom.co.kr. Bye-bye.
Bye.